Good morning, everyone, and welcome to your favorite radio show, We Inform Because We Know. My name is Carlos, and we're about to start after meeting my partner, Mely.
Thank you, Carlos, and welcome to everyone who is listening to us today. We have a show full of surprises.
Yes, Mely, that is absolutely right, because today we have three important people that are going to talk about us, three interesting subjects.
Also, we have our new section. Shall we start with that, Carlos?
That's a great idea, Mely. Please be my guest.
As always, we are going to start with the traffic update. You are heading toward Avenue, South Park Avenue, Vanderbilt Lane, District 1 suggests you try another route because the traffic is awful.
Okay, Mely, thanks for that. And now for news. We're informing about the Russian and Ukraine. Thousands of Russian troops are maneuvering along the border with Russian fighter jets menacing Ukrainian airspace. Ukrainian leaders have warned that border crossing by any soldier will be considered an invasion.
That's terrible, Carlos. Those poor people. In another news, Pope Francis made history on Sunday, elevating to sainthood John 23 and John Paul II, two of his most famous papal predecessors, in a ceremony bearing them of hope and reconciliation for the world's 1 billion of Roman Catholics.
Thanks, Millie. And now it's time for our fabulous guest, Brenda. She's a famous nutritionist recognized around the world for his lots of international prizes. Thanks, Brenda, for being here.
It is my pleasure to be here. I am going to present nutrition these days. Because summer is coming, so I am deciding on my nutritional plan. I look at what some bikini competitors are eating and modify it from there. I took more of a scientific approach to my diet and said, okay, what are the nutrients in this food necessary to make this diet work? And where else can I find them so it's not as boring? I am telling you guys, I do not understand why so many people out there eat the same plain boring prep food when you can make delicious alternatives. Yes, sometimes it takes me a little more time to cook, but it's worth it not to be miserable for 13 weeks. I will give you some options. Low carb chicken fried rice. How can rice be low carb? Well, it's actually rice cauliflower. It tastes delicious. I am not sure I would do rice again after having it this way. I also use liquid aminos instead of soy sauce to cut down on sodium. Another option is tilapia ceviche. A way to eat my tilapia instead of the same boring way is in the oven. The citrus and the vinegar help cure the tilapia so it is safe to eat raw. I added cucumbers, avocado, and some spices. And the last option is bok choy and zucchini strips on the indoor grill, garlic mashed potatoes. These aren't potatoes, but look and taste like it. This is pure cauliflower. I only added spices and hot sauce to the meat. Added in a sweet potato for some energy carb goodness. Healthy, no sodium, sweet pickles. This is just sliced cucumbers marinated in coconut vinegar and some stevia. It's so amazing. I used to eat 3 or 4 pickles a day before I cleaned up my diet. This is one of my favorite foods. That's all for today. Thanks for inviting me. And remember, healthy body, healthy mind.
Take it easy, take it easy. Thank you so much, Brenda. Your tips are great. Now we have a drastic change. He is Eric, a basketball player. He has 17 years old. He comes from Senada, He has a scholarship at the Tec de Monterrey.
Well, first of all, I would like to introduce myself, Eric Toledo. Today, the sports not only helps you to have the good health, it opens a lot of doors. You will have many doors in life in making sports. Helped me out with studying. Without sports, I could not be relaxed. Auto sports can be stages like living, family, or sacrificing, parties, or hanging out with friends, because you have to practice. A lot of people say that it is just a waste of time. Some teachers don't understand us, and I believe that we are only wasting our time on it. I can honestly tell you that if you do not practice, you have no right to critiques. It's a moment where you can skip the routine of your life and you do what you love to do. You unleash your fury and forget about everything. A lot of people see it only as a necessary practice. I see it as pleasure and relaxation. I have been practicing sports for over 10 years and I think that it's a part of me. And I couldn't stop. It's run, think, enjoy, and be the best. In my case, I practice basketball and I could say, it's not easy. And everyone says, it's not same as kicking a ball or running. It's a take practice and precision to put a shot only. It's not someone that you will prevent to have a set of friends who can help you and you can help them. A great sport that doesn't change anything. All I can say is that I love sports.
Thank you so much, Eric. I'm so excited to have you here talking us about sports. And now we will have a call for our third guest, Dulce. She's a very recognized writer and she won the literature Nobel.
Hello, Carlos and Mely. It is my very pleasure to be a part of this show, and I'm here to talk about reading. And you know what? It makes me so sad that there are only very few people that know how good it is to read. Reading is the easiest way you got to go to another world, a better one, where you are the leader, because you can imagine anything you want the way you want it. And you can do anything because it is your world and you make your own rules. You can also go to another time. You can go to the future or even to the past. What I'm trying to say with all of this is that there is nothing bad about reading. When you read, you improve your spelling, grammar, culture, writing, and even your vocabulary. I cannot find a single bad thing about reading. And a lot of people say that reading is boring, and that's not true because you can read about a lot of different subjects. You can find like science fiction or romance or a lot of subjects that you can find that of your own interests. Thank you so much for having me. It was a pleasure.
Thank you, Dulce, for talking to Dulce's gone. Well, the show is over. Thank you guys for. It was a pleasure to have you here.
Also, thank you to our listeners you are listening to. We inform because we know. Thank you and have a good day.